Now that you've already successfully pumped up your cuff and you're ready to do your BFR training, I'm gonna go through the 5 exercises that we're gonna do as part of your prehab or pre-op protocol before going into surgery. So I've pumped up my cuff. It's a size 4 cuff, which we measured earlier. I pumped it up to 130 millimeters of mercury, which is my training volume that I was told to pump it to. Now that I'm ready to go, the first exercise we're gonna do are called quad sets. You're gonna notice that my ankles are on top of a foam roller. This is just so with gravity, my knee is able to relax. If you're sensitive to this, you can easily just keep it on the ground like this. That's totally fine. But what we're doing with this is we're trying to get the knee straight while we're exercising at the same time. So once I'm here, we're gonna do what's called a BFR set. A BFR set, it consists of actually 4 different intersets. So it gets a little confusing. What it sounds like is 30, 15, 15, 15, or failure. So that means I'm gonna do 30 squeezes, and then I'm gonna relax for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna do 15 squeezes, then relax for 30 seconds. Another 15 squeezes, then relax for 30 seconds. And the final one, I'm gonna try to do 15 squeezes if I can, or if say that's really easy, I'm just gonna keep squeezing until I can't squeeze anymore, or if 2 minutes goes up. So what that looks like is it's all pumped up. The first thing I'm gonna try to do is tighten up my quad muscle, which is the thigh on top. I'm gonna hold it for 2 seconds and then relax. Hold it for 2 seconds and relax. And you can think of trying to push your knee down. So I'm trying to drive my knees down, and I'm gonna do 30 of these, then rest for 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna do 15 of them, rest for 30 seconds. 15 of them, rest for 30 seconds. And the last set, this is when it should feel really, really hard. I'm gonna try to do 15. Say I don't get to 15, that's totally fine. But say I get to 15 and I can keep going, I'm gonna keep going until I reach the point that I can't do any more or 2 minutes goes up. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is very similar. You're gonna be lying on your back like this. Oh, after each exercise, what's really important is that you do want to deflate. So I'm gonna let all the air out, and I'm gonna let myself have free flow or blood go back to my leg for an entire minute. That's very, very important. We can't exercise the entire time with it on. That would be extremely hard to do, not the safest. So I'm gonna let myself relax for a minute. For sake of this video, we're gonna say a minute went on, and then again, you're gonna pump it back up to your target number. So for me, that's 130, and I'm kind of speeding this process up. Go for a couple squeezes, move it back and forth, re-pump up to my number. Once I'm there, I'm going to detach. The second exercise we're gonna do are called straight leg raises. It's the same exact rep scheme as before. You're gonna do 30 of them, and then 15 of them, and then 15 of them, and then either going to failure or 2 minutes, all with the 30-second break. So it's the same squeeze that we did in the first exercise. I'm gonna keep my leg squeezed the whole time, and then I'm gonna try to lift my leg up, and then I'm gonna put it down, and then I'm gonna relax. So I'm gonna squeeze, try to straighten my leg. Notice I'm pointing my toes up. I'm gonna try to go here and relax. I'm gonna try to keep my knee as straight as possible. That's really the goal of this exercise, is to keep squeezing the thigh. You're gonna try to do as many of these as you can. They're really, really hard with the BFR cuff on. Again, the goal is that we reach a failure point. Once you make it through the 30, 15, 15, and then failure at the end, you're gonna put it in, let yourself have a minute of free flow. Again, the minute's really important. So now, for the sake of the video, the minute's gone up. I'm gonna re-pump myself back up to my target number, which we said for me was 130. I'm gonna go through my squeezes, my range, pump it back up to the number, and then I'm gonna detach. The third exercise, or kicking exercise, they're called long arc quads. You're gonna start without an ankle weight just to get used to it. You're just gonna kick, squeeze, and relax. Kick, squeeze, and relax. And again, the goal is that we're trying to do 30 reps, then 15, then 15, and then failure at 2 minutes. With something like this without any weight on my ankle, I'm probably gonna get through the 30, 15, 15, and failure, and that's totally fine. I'll probably reach 2 minutes and I will still have more left in the tank. So what that means is then we have to start adding ankle weights to the ankle to make it harder. The goal of BFR should be by that last set, we're reaching failure. So if you feel you're going and it's all 2 minutes and it went through on the last one, that means we can add some weight for the next one. So I'm gonna go through 30, 15, 15, failure. Again, always deflate between exercises. Give yourself a minute, let myself deflate, say a minute went by. Now I'm gonna re-pump it back up. Later on in your BFR sessions, when they tell you to, you're gonna start adding in squats as a 4th exercise. So the squats, you're gonna pump it up all the same in a relaxed position. Everything is exactly the same. For the squats, they're just mini squats. You're gonna stand. If you want something behind you like a chair, that's totally fine. And it's just a mini squat, 2 seconds down, 2 seconds up. So 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 1 1,000, 2 1,000. And again, same exact rep scheme as before. 30, 15, 15. In the last set, you just go to failure or 2 minutes. And again, then you're gonna deflate yourself, let yourself have a minute of free flow. And then the last exercise, when you are told to do it, is biking. Biking you will probably do with 2 cuffs. You're gonna do the same thing that you did with the right one, but you're gonna have a left one as well. You're gonna do the exact same thing, pump both of them up to the number that you're told to. So once they're pumped, say we're doing biking. Again, I'm not on a bike right now, but when you are on a bike at home or in the gym, pretend you're on a bike, and your goal is to bike for the prescribed amount of time at the percentage of the heart rate that they tell you to bike at. So the intensity will be determined by the researchers. These are your 5 exercises to do pre-op. Again, BFR is hard and challenging. That's the goal of it. Totally normal if your leg feels heavy, your leg feels tired, and it just feels really, really tough because that is the goal.